So imang lokang sadevakang samarakang sabrahmakang sasamana brahmaning pajang sadeva manusang sayang apinya sachikatva pavedeti. This sentence begins with the word so, a masculine nominative singular demonstrative pronoun, meaning he. Now keep that in mind. We're going to come back to that. Let's skip down here to sayang abinya and then sachikatva. If we just look up abinya out of context, we will find that it can be a feminine nominative singular noun meaning special knowledge. And this comes up in the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Buddha's teaching on the Eightfold Path and the Four Noble Truths. But here, this is not that abhinya. This abhinya is the absolutive of abhijanati, to know by experience, to know fully. When we take that with sayang, which means self or by oneself, we understand that he, having known for himself or experienced by himself, then we'll go on to this next word, which is pretty clearly an absolutive, sachikatva, from sachikaroti, to see with one's eyes, to experience for oneself, to realize. We can put all of this together as having known for himself, having seen with his own eyes. Now, before we go on to the main verb, let's just go back to this so. Let's revisit this so. Recall, the so is he, but it's standing for, who is the he? The Tathagata. Now let's go to the main verb, pavedeti, to make known. He makes known. And then what does he make known? That is this long list of words in red. Now these, unlike before, when we had words in apposition, and by before I mean the last episode, this sentence above that's been grayed out, those words all describe the same person, the Tathagata. These words don't. This is a long list of the things that the Tathagata makes known. And the first thing that he makes known is imang lokang. Imang is a demonstrative pronoun from the family ayang. Here it is masculine accusative singular, and it is actually modifying or going with lokang, also masculine singular accusative. Actually, all of these words will be in the accusative because they are the direct object of pavedeti. So the first thing the Tathagata makes known is imang lokang, this world. Then sadevakang. So a couple of things are going on here. The word sa means with. And we probably all have come across deva before, which we might translate as gods, shining ones, or we might even leave it untranslated as devas. This ka ending turns it into an adjective. And typically this is all taken to mean along with the gods. So the Tathagata proclaims this world and sadevakang along with its gods, its devas. And you see this pattern will continue. Samarakang, along with its maras, its tempters. Sabrahmakang, along with its brahmas. Kind of treating these as technical terms, Brahma being the highest god. Sasamana brahmaning pajang. Now this one goes together. Pajang is from the word paja, a feminine word meaning generation or offspring. And this is the accusative singular, feminine. And here, often, I should say fairly often, we'll come across the Devanda compound samana brahmana, meaning ascetics and Brahmins. Here, this I ending changes that or transforms that into an adjective. So it's describing the generation. What kind of generation? The ascetic and Brahman generation. So along with its, we're talking about the world still, generation of Brahmins and ascetics. Then Sadeva Manusang, along with its devas and people, or people and devas. We had this very Devanda compound in the sentence before, although it was in the genitive plural. Now, I put in here the word its. The Tathagata proclaims imang lokang, this world, with its devas, so on and so forth. You could simply say he proclaims this world along with the devas, the maras, the brahmas, and so on and so forth. I guess the point is, if lokang is the entirety of samsara, then all of these other particular groups that are mentioned will be a part of that, and as such could be thought of as belonging to it. Let me translate this one time with minimal additions in English, so keeping it very as close to the Pali as possible. Having known for himself, having seen with his own eyes, he makes known this world with the devas, the maras, the brahmas, the generation of Brahmins and ascetics, with the people and gods.